Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Kind of advice in the comment section. So we're getting to the last game of the day. Mic check. Kind of advice in the comment sections. We're giving you the last game of the day. It's a 16-man squad. It was just action packed right from 11 a.m. until now. It's now the final 16-man competitions. Mic check. Kindly advise in the comment sections if the microphone is loud and clear, and we proceed. Right, update is going to come shortly. Kindly advise if the microphone can easily. 1, 2. Mic check. Yes, media. Advise if the microphone is loud and clear. It is the last game of the day. Mic check. Yes, kind of advice if the microphone is loud and clear, and we proceed. Right. In a race to 7, it's a final of the 16-man squad competitions at my Chamopol Arena. On the table is dubbed Sogendo, the actor. He always acts whenever he's on the table. In a race to 7, with an 8 starter plus 2 to the underdogs as Rupiny, he takes the eventual winner of this is going to take 100,000. Segundo odds the first black, making it 2-1. Giving a live commentary, it's Daniel. It's a race to 7. Ogen has 1, Rupiny has 2. That is an 8 start. There is a token appreciation given to any average player. That is the house rule as had been set by the organizing committee of this very game. Giving you live actions right from my Chamopol Arena. We have the 2 players. Ogen plays for zone pub shooters, meanwhile Rupiny plays for the gallery. Rupiny breaks, crashes on the break, inviting Sogendo back on the table. It is a 2-1, race to 7, the final. The winner of this competition is going to walk away with 100,000, and the runner-up is going to go with the 50,000. It was an action pack starting from 11 until now. The whole day, there has been actions after actions and actions. And the actor is on the table, acting as he always does. Just some few days ago, Rupiny won a cock combed, and yesterday, Sogendo, the actor, won a goat combed. The 2 are good players, and one is better than the other. In an attempt to produce a red apple, Ogen is trying to shoot as he always shoots. Pots nicely, and has only 4 reds in perfect space, with the black also in space. trying to attempt a red apple. Trying to go for a red apple. Pots and misses. Rupiny has a chance to redeem himself. He has a +2 as an average player. And again, has spotted 1. Yeah, this is a weekly competition organized at my Chamo Pool Arena, and of course, the players will always subscribe at 10,000 shillings. But of course, definitely, the owner of the arena will always add some 25,000 shillings just to make sure that even the last player or the 4th player comes out with something. And that is why the Howard goes up to around 185,000. It looks like little money, but definitely it pays off. Some of these average players can be called senior average players. Definitely. Yes. Yeah. Because with the actions on the cue ball, you can easily see that there are improved average players and there are average players who can make green apple after green apple. With only 3 yellow balls perfectly in space, only 1 dead on the rail, Rupiny has a chance to extend his lead. He inspects the table carefully, making sure that all the shots goes as planned. Continues in an attack mode. Attempts to clear the table on the 1 yellow ball and black in the spot. Should he miss to put this, inviting Sogendo on the board. He has only 4 red balls and all are perfectly in space. Giving you live commentary, it's Daniel. He ends and pots. Crashes on the left center, inviting Sogendo back on the table. That was a serious shot, but crashes. Ogen has to redeem himself and make it level 2-2. Just that pressure should be mounting on Rupiny. This is a weekly comms. With only 4 red balls on the bait, black in space, what can he produce, the actor? Thoughts? One of the reds having 3 red balls. I'm cool get about and 2 get a 2 more can bear. Well, I talk around the is going to go in for an attempt. Yeah, you told clear. Yes, in an attack mode. But 2 of his red balls needs at least a tricky shot to make sure that he can clear the table. Pots nicely with the big follow shots, having white perfectly. There are only two balls on the bait. One is black and one is white. The simple roll of the red ball gives a natural movement of the white ball. What can the actor produce? It's a magic. Pots nicely. It's 2-2. Now officially it's raised to 5. Officially it is raised to 5. Both players needs 5 to win 100,000 for tonight. That is just an appreciation, but the players will have learned a lot on the table. Yeah, one thing you should know about the actor who is going to break right now. He has always been representing Kidgum at pool associations of Uganda tournaments, and he has always been producing good results. He has always been representing Kidgum in good tournaments. Officially it is raised to 5. Both of the players needs 5. With a powerful break, none of the ball is spotted. All the balls are perfectly in space. Good splits. Are we going to see a red apple? Let's wait and see what can happen. He inspects the table. Inspects the table. It is a good split of the ball. Taking his time to decide which ball is to be potted first to close the table. Goes for yellow, closes the table. All the yellows are in perfect space with only one yellow which he will always be thinking about. The yellow which is just at the diagonal corner pockets where it is having one, he falls because the cue ball, the Q6 touch one of the red ball. Sogendo has 2 chances. Aims to make sure that he cans and cans it nicely. He is in an attempt to clear the table. All the reds looks perfectly placed. Continues in an attack mode. Potting after potting, and potting is not a problem with the actor. Good cue actions and misses. Inviting Nelson's on the table. Nelson has 4 of his yellow balls. All are in good space with only one which he will always be thinking about it. There is only one yellow ball which he will always be thinking about. He goes slow and misses to pot. That would have been a very good shot had it been that he had potted, because the other yellow was perfectly placed. He goes slow. Yeah, in black ball, if the ball just drops in without any actions, that ball is always taken back and placed in its normal positions as it was, because there was no actions on it. That is why the yellow ball is being placed back. That is according to the rule of the game. If the ball just drops on its own, it is supposed to be taken back to its original positions. and the player who is coming next will continue to play. Just one shot. Nelson goes slow. He is redeeming himself, wants to come back strongly into the game. The game is being played in a slow pace because of the issues in the top left corner pocket, where one of the yellow ball is covering the pocket, and so there are two red balls which are close to it. Nelson has two yellow balls. One is dating on the cushions and the other one is almost in the pocket. Goes for power and misses. Can we see magic here? So Geno goes and misses. In pool, what he tried to produce is called Dunning-Kruger principle. It is called the Dunning-Kruger principle. There's only one dead red balls, which he will always be thinking whenever he's going to be playing his shots. Officially, it is raised to 5. Plays safety and successfully snookers all. Successfully snookers all. Nelson and got it nicely. That was a good shot. Plays nicely. Having a perfect side of the view for the black ball, making sure that he takes the lead for the second time. Aims and pots. Nelson leads further 3-2. Nelson needs 4, meanwhile Ogen, the actor, needs 5. This is a race to 7. This is a race to 7. The two are very good players. There has been actions after actions and actions. The journey to the final. I'm going to give you the journey to the final. In round of 16, the actor started by winning a deciding, where his teammate lost to him in a decider and beating Owen in quarter-final, moving to semi-final and beating B2K, eventually going to the final. Meanwhile, the journey for Rupiny, he won in round of 16, 4-0 from one of the senior player. Win and again also win in quarter by beating Walkers in a deciding frame and beating Bosco again in a deciding frame. And that is how he managed to be in the final. He is the captain for the Gallery Pool Club. Meanwhile, second Ogen, the actor, he is a player and plays Ozone Park. The champion of 2024 KPLH. Takes it slowly, potting one ball after the other with the pinpoint accuracy, pots and cans. There are only 5 red balls, all are in perfect space and all has pockets to go in. He will always be inspecting to make sure that he doesn't miss a shot. Taking a ball with a time, making sure that the pots are on target and the white is as accurate as it is for the next pot. Good cue actions. There are only 3 red balls remaining. Plays. That was a bit of safety. Nelson has 5 balls. He's aiming, going for safety. The actor has 3 balls. 2, they're a bit tricky. He's contemplating on what he can do to make sure that he can has it perfect. Let's see what he can produce. Was for the center. There was just a canning shot, making sure that the balls are in spaces. And should he have any chance, he can go for it. Nelson goes defensive, misses, giving chance to Sogendo, the actor. One thing you should know is the actor has his director here, and definitely he can't disappoint the director. The actor has the director and he can't disappoint the director. He will always be thinking of what shots to play and at what time. Did it nicely. That was of a bit luck. That was of a bit luck because he would have gone for a follow. Taking a simple rolls of the red balls into the center pockets and having the natural movement of the white will give him perfect space to pot the last red. And did it nicely. He has the sight of the red. Has the side of the red. Aims and misses. Inviting Nelson back on the table with the 2 shots and 5 yellows to go for. Remember, in black ball, one of the shots is free. He's going for the game. That is an attack-minded shot. Goes for it. Taking one ball at a time, making sure that the pots are on target. Making sure that the pots are on target. And misses the pot, inviting Sogenu the actor back on the table, and so he can act. He wants to see what the actor can produce. Misses to pot. Nelson invited on the table. It is a race to 7. Remember, Nelson has spotted black for the first time. 2 were at 8 start. and again misses, inviting Sogendo back on the table. This must be a combination of fatigue as well, because the players had non-stop actions right from 11 until now that we are witnessing them. Here is the actor. Produces a moment of magic with a big draw shots and having white as close as possible to the black. He is going to act, and just like he always do it, he has acted nicely. Sogendo pots black for the third time. It is officially raised to 4. Officially it is raised to 4. Now it is raised to 4. Are we going to see a decider in this final? Are we going to see a decider in this final? Officially it is raised to 4. The actor is acting, and so Nelson is also giving us results. It is good pool being played here. Weekly competitions organized. Very good splits of the ball. It is fairly broken. Nominates yellow, tried to calm the balls and misses. Still the balls are dead, was slow. Inviting Nelson on the board. Plays safety. It is the actor up against Nelson. The actor plays for zone pub shooters, and so Nelson plays for the gallery. He is the captain, and Sogendo, or the actor, is a pool player with his own pub, the current champion 2024-2025 at Kidgum Pool Associations. And one thing you should know about him is he is the runner-up of Kidgum Kings. Kidgum Kings. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, giving you live commentary, it's Daniel, live from my channel, Pool Arena. In the arena, we have a number of fans watching how the actions is folding and unfolding, and definitely I believe we have a number of scouts also as well here. There will always be fishings on these players here, just that day when the leagues of 2025 resumes, they can have the best players ever. That is nice queuing from Nelson. In the arena, we have 3 directors of different pool clubs. The director pool tried a combination sorts and misses. We have the director for my chamo pools. He has also participated in these competitions and came third. That means he's working with the 25,000. We also had the director for zone pub shooters. He has not participated in today's comp because he was a bit engaged, but he had his names in the chart. So going to try what we call the Dunning-Kruger principles in these shots, but misses and goes slow. We also have the director for Willam Pool Club. Nelson goes defensive. there are only 4 yellow balls, which the actor needs to act on them, and he should always be thinking of one red ball which is covering the corner pockets. Try to can it and missed. He will always be thinking about that one red ball. Plays slow, making sure that he takes the shots one at a time. What can Nelson produce here? Still goes defensive, making sure that he covers and misses. And that is the shot he is thinking about it. The actor plays as he always acts. That is the shot. Plays nicely. And that is the shot. He will always be contemplating, and it was nicely, just that we can see the ball, and did it successfully. That was a moment of magic from the actor, and he acted nicely and fought the 4th black. The actor needs what Nelson has, and Nelson needs what the actor has. The actor leads for the very first time in this game. Good pulls being played today. One thing you should know is the actor will be crowned the champion. Yes. It is a weekly competition organized at my chamo pool arena. In this arena, we don't only have pool. If you are not all that talented and have skills in pool, you can go for other games like Scrabbles and others. Let's see. A very powerful break. One yellow is spotted. All the reds are perfectly placed. Here we can see another apple. Goes for the red. All the reds are perfectly placed, and the black is in perfect space. Nelson takes another chance, inspects the table once more, and goes for the corner pocket. Puts it nicely, having perfect sides of all the 5 reds, taking every shot one at a time, making sure that the pots are on target, just that he can level the score, mounting pressure on the opponents. Are we going to see a decider in this game, the final? That is a big follow shots and plays it nicely, just that you can have perfect sides of the 2 reds, which are closest to your top right corner pocket, and so you can see all of them nicely. Plays and misses, inviting the actor back on the table with the 6 yellows. 2 are closest to the cushions. In any of his shots, he will always be thinking about it, just like he has produced a moment of magic some moments ago in the last frame. He is thinking otherwise. Let's see. Sogendo dubbed the actor. Thoughts? Now, only 5 yellows. He will be going for safety. Plays unsuccessfully. That is a good safety shot. Good safety shots. Nelson goes off cushions just that he can get his 2 reds. He attempts and got it nicely. Still 5 yellows with the 2 reds. The black is in perfect space. In all of the shots that the actor is going to be thinking of, there are 2 yellow balls which are very close to the cushions. That is what he is thinking of. Go slow. Nelson goes for attack, having only 1 red ball and black is in space. A simple roll just like that, and that was a bit harsh. It would be a simple roll of the red ball into the corner pocket, would give him just a perfect white, and now the white is almost dead to the cushions, and did it and missed it, inviting the actor on the table with the 5 yellows to go. What can he produce from here? He is the actor. He will always be acting accordingly. Goes for safety. Goes for safety and misses. The actor has 2 shots. Those were the balls he has always been thinking of, and he is acting and producing moments. Again goes for snookers and successfully did it. Nelson is to get his black or else loses the frame. Inviting the actor back on the table with only 4 of the yellow balls. Black is in space and all the balls are okay. What can he do from here? He inspects nicely, making sure that the decision he's going to be making goes in the way he has made it. This is a race to 7. The winner, he went to count the ball. All the balls can easily be seen. Putting 1 ball after the other. Only 3 of the yellows around the birds. He goes safety. Inviting Nelson back on the table. If he fails to get the black, then it would be game over. Watch nicely and pots. That was a good cue actions. It is 4-4. Officially raised to 3. Officially raised to 3. Officially raised to 3. This is a weekly comms organized at my channel in an attempt to make sure that the average players are encouraged and motivated, and so the senior players are kept fit. In case of any eventualities, they can play good pools. One thing you should know about the pools played in football is the average players are always encouraged and motivated to play among the senior players, and that they can get something at the end of the day. In a race to 7, this is officially a race to 3. Let's see what can come out of this. Let's see what can come out of this. It is the actor up against Nelson. Good pulls being played here. Perfect splits of the balls. None is spotted on the break. Nelson is having a chance either to take the lead once more nominated yellow and goes for it. He goes in on attack. Watching one ball after the other. He plays nicely, making sure that the only problem ball that he is having is spotted in the corner pocket and pots it nicely, but having a problem with the cue ball, which is touching the other. Plays safety and succeeded. The actor is invited and doesn't pot. Nelson has only 3 of the yellow balls and black is in space. Will he lead for the first time again or plays and almost crashes? Plays and almost crashes. The actor goes for the attack and misses. Looks like he has succeeded in snookering. Vanessa has sides of his balls and pots nicely, canning some of the balls. He has only 2 of the yellow balls on the beds. What can he produce from these positions is yet to be seen. He aims. Goes for attack. Misses the pot, inviting the actor back on the table. Inviting the actor back on the table. It is a race to 7, but now officially race to 3. Whoever wins this will walk away with the 100,000 and the runner-up goes with the 50,000. So again, the fails to pot and succeeded in snookering Nelson. It has been action after actions right from 11 a.m. up to now. It is almost coming to midnight. Nelson got his ball nicely. So Gende is contemplating of the shot he is supposed to take, making sure that he doesn't fall and doesn't give a chance. Because all of Nelson's balls are perfectly in space and can easily go into the corner pocket and into the center pocket, which is in the left. Goes for the pot and misses. Nelson has been invited back on the table. He plays a simple roll into the center pockets and pots, having a slight side of the yellow ball. And black would go into the center. Pots, but doesn't count. And black can easily be seen. Aims for the black and leads once again 5-4. Nelson needs 2, which he has been started with, and the actor needs more 3 to win the frame. Nelson needs 2, the actor needs 3. The actual score is 3-4. The actual score is 3-4. It has been actions and actions and actions, and good pulls have been played here. A very powerful break, good splits of the balls. All the balls looks okay, with the exceptions of only one dead red and one dead yellow ball. Let's see what is going to go for. Are we going to register going up or here? Oh, slow game. Nominates. The table is still open because both red and yellow were reported with only 1 shot, and the table still remains open. The table is closed with yellow. Nelson was for yellow. Plays nicely, making sure that he has a support from the white ball with the red. A simple roll of this ball into the center pocket. Just like that, and he misses, inviting the actor on the board. Just like that, he is acting. He is acting. Beautiful cunning shots. There are only 3 red balls. Misses the pots in the center, inviting Nelson back on the table with only 3 yellow balls, and black is in space. What can Nelson do here? Is he going to extend his lead? Plays nicely. Goes for the problem balls. He's inspecting and contemplating of which shot to take first. Aims for the diagonal corner pocket and pots nicely, but having problem with the one of the head yellow. Was for off cushions and pots it nicely. That is an average player that have been started with the +2. Already having only 1 black to pot and extend his lead to 6. To extend his lead to 6. He aims for the 6 black. Aims for the 6 black. Making sharp cuts and misses. Crashes, inviting Sogendo back on the table. The actor has been invited back on the table. All the 3 reds are perfectly in space. They are almost having their corners where they can easily pot. Pressure is mounting. The only chance he would have extended his lead to 6, and he would only be needing only 1 frame and missed it. Now the actor is acting and producing for us. Pressure and nerves. He succumbs and accepts the defeat because of only one error. The black would have gone into the diagonal corner pocket, which was very close to the camera, and he missed. Now it is officially raised to 2. Officially it is raised to 2. What would have been a race to 7, it's now a race to 2. The average player fails to pot the black, which would have given him the best lead. The actual score is 3-5. Nominates rate, goes for the rate. Nelson in an attack mode, making sure that he leads and leads just like he has been started. Still in an attack mode. Still in an attack mode. With only 3 of the raids, all are potables. Nelson is contemplating of canning the shots. Pots. He has only 2 red balls. What can he produce from here? The shot Nelson played and misses, it is called the Dunning-Kruger shots. Because in an attempt for you to play just like a senior player always does it, making sure that the white ball or the cue ball comes naturally and plays the next shots, and he misses. And now inviting the actor back on the table and acting as he always acts and doing it the Sogendo way. Goes for safety and successfully snookers. Now Nelson is getting it off cushions. Inspecting the table is an umpire, a retired umpire, I could call him, and plays for my Chamapool club. Nelson is inspecting, making sure that if the ball cannot be seen, he gets it from the cushions. He goes for the swirl. Thinking otherwise and rethinking, because that shot would give him a lead almost, and misses, giving Sogendo 2 chances. What can he produce from here? There is only 1 dead ball, and that is the ball he will always be thinking about it. The actor invited back on the table, plays a combinations and pots. Now he has full control of the board. Still goes for safety and successfully did it. Nelson can have a side, can easily see. Nicely did it and pots off the yellow ball. What a shot. What a shot from the average player. Now he has black to pot and takes the lead again. aims and misses the pot, inviting the actor back on the table. That was a narrow miss. It is a narrow miss. This is the actor, and the actor is acting. And the actor is acting. He is now only thinking of those two balls which are very close to one another. A very nice cunning shots. Only 3 yellow balls. A big draw and misses, inviting Nelson back on the table. Nelson can clearly see the black ball. If he pots this, he will take the lead once more, mounting pressure on the actor. If he pots this, and the average player misses the pot, inviting the actor back on the table. Three balls, all has pockets, and the actor inspects the table. Goes for attack. Plays nicely. Now there are 2 yellow balls. Plays nicely. Just a simple rolls of the yellow ball into the center pockets, which is in the left. And have a perfect white for the black. A simple roll of the black into the corner pocket and misses. That was a big follow and a big miss as well. Now inviting Nelson back on the table, and Nelson pots. Leads, mounting pressure on Sogendo. The actor is having 6. Nelson is having 6 and the actor has 5. It is a race to 7. Now Nelson leads on the 1 and the actor needs 2. Ladies and gentlemen, and those who are watching us from online, we are live at my Chamu Pool Arena.
Come on, Rupiny, come on. Rupiny,
ladies and gentlemen, if Nelson wins this frame, it will be done and that's it. If the actor wins this frame, it will take us directly to the wire, where we will have a deciding frame, and whoever wins will walk away with 100,000. And Nelson crashes on the break, giving a chance to the actor to act on the table. In this very arena, we have the chairpersons for KPA, that is Kingdom Pool Associations, and he is in the arena, keenly watching and what of the players are doing. One of the players is a teammate with him, and they plays for the same club. Now he is almost becoming a veteran. He is almost a veteran and inspiring the young generations to take it to a greater height and play nice pool and clean pool. He is always producing results when it comes to pool. The actor is in an attack mode. Upon the 5 of the red balls, is he going to produce a red apple after the crash on the table? It is the actor. He is snookered. The actor is snookered. 6 for both, and got his ball nicely, inviting Nelson back on the table. Should Nelson win this frame, that will be done and dusted. Should the actor win this frame, it will take us directly into the wire, where we'll have a deciding frame. We have been having actions after actions right from 11 a.m. until now that we have entered into another day. Nelson plays slowly, making sure that he doesn't miss any pots and take a complete charge of this game. The actor is acting and playing, just that he should win this frame and take it to the deciding frame. Plays the cunning shots and successfully did it well, making sure that he has perfect sight of the rate and puts it in the center, having a clear vision and sights of the only red ball remaining, and black is in space. A big draw, uses another cushions to have a clear sights of the black ball. Let's see what he can produce from here. Just like he always acts, and he has acted nicely, puts the black. That is a nice shot. We have gone into the decider. Whoever wins this will take 100,000, and the loser will go with the 50,000. Remember, we are live at my Chamo Pool Arena, and this is the weekly coins. We are at the wire. The game is in the wire. It is the Sogendo's break. Should he break and produce an apple here, that will be the end of it. A very powerful break and pots it. All the balls are in space, with the exceptions of the only 2 yellow balls which are frozen. What can he do from here? The actor nominates rate and goes for it. He wants to act. He wants to act. Now he's contemplating which of the ball he should use to make sure that he has the role of the black. Still in an attack mode, he goes for it. Continues in an attack mode. There are only 4 red balls. Should he produce for us a green apple here, that would be it. And he goes with 100,000. The actor is acting on the table. Still acting and misses the pot. Inviting Nelson back on the table, and that was a narrow miss. That was a narrow miss. This is a decider. For all those who are watching us, you can only pay us by liking the video, sharing it with your colleagues, making sure that we reach as many friends as possible. After subscribing to Tungyang Media, please make sure that you hit the bell button, just that whenever there is any live game, you can easily be notified and just watch it. Nelson in an attack mode. goes for the simple roll. Made it. You would always be thinking about the problem balls. Enemies of the pot, all the reds are in perfect space. Goes for follow shots. Now he's in attack mode. Now he's in attack mode. What can he produce from here? Misses the pot, inviting the actor back on the table. There is only one problem ball for the actor. Only one problem ball for the actor. The rest have a clear pot. And he goes for the only problem ball. Opening it up, making sure that black is safe. Nelson has been invited back on the table. What can he produce from here? What can he produce from here? He goes for the only problem ball. Just a simple roll of it into the corner pocket and misses the pot. The actor has been invited back on the table, plays a simple roll, having only 2 of the red balls. Nelson would be sitting there and thinking that the actor doesn't pot all. But now it is. The actor has only 1 ball to pot and goes for black. He plays a canning shot and misses the can. Now he's contemplating of how best he can pot the only black. Should he miss this? And he misses it nicely, inviting Nelson back on the table with all the 3 balls are in perfect corners with perfect pots. Which one would we start with? Goes for the center. Pot 6. Having only 2. Having only 2 yellows, all are almost closest to the pockets. Taking it one at a time. Goes for the hard shots. Now or never. Now or never. That is a pot of 100,000. And that is a miss of 50,000. So a bit disappointed with the poor blackout. And now it is. We apologize to all the fans watching us from here. Please don't go away or we'll still be here. It is either a pot of 100,000 or a miss of 50,000. If he pots, he walks away with 100,000. If he misses, he will go with the 50,000. One thing you should know about these 2 players, initially they agreed from outside before taking on each other in the final. They agreed. 1, Nelson, who is now having black to pot in the corner pocket, accepted to go with 60,000, and Sogendo, the actor, agreed to go with the 90,000. But now it is Nelson having black to pot. If he pots this, he wins 100,000. If he misses, he goes with the 50,000. Now or never. Pot or go home.
Em nó rồi à? Em nó rồi à? Có ai này? Để cái con ai kêu mà mình chạm rồi. Để nhiều rồi. Rupiny ถ้าแกวันนี้พุทธจะ
Now or never.
วันย่างอันนี้รูปนี้จะตั้งไง
We are back. Power is back. Nelson is on the table. He has the only black to be potted. That is a pot of 100,000, and that will be a miss of 50,000.
งานแบบ
The afterlapse smiles, ends, and pots perfectly. 100,000 pots. 100,000 pots. Thank you very much to the fans. Good night. I've been Daniel from Young Media.